Hi, I'm Daniel. I'm a huge Iron Maiden fan and welcome back. Thank you for following my channel. Today I would be talking about the Powerslave album, and I'm doing this slightly outside of my men cave because I wanted to show something very special. This that I have, this is the Iron Maiden Powerslave original from 1984. First American edition. No, I think it's like a second edition because he has this center. He doesn't have the Horus eye in it. I think it's a second edition. But anyways, why is this special? You may see here it's autographed by the entire band, including the manager Rod Smallwood here. You know, he included his signature, but I got Nico's signature, Adrian Smith, Bruce Dickinson, Steve Harris, and Dave Murray. I got everyone's signature. I have here the ticket from the concert of the Somewhere Back in Time tour from 2008 in Chile, in Santiago. And as you may see, it's completely untouched. Why? Because, well, they gave me tickets and everything, but I never used them. Because if you see over here, I have the backstage pass of that tour. I actually had worked with Iron Maiden in that tour. I worked as a translator. My profession, for anyone who may be interested, I'm actually a professional translator. I worked for the American Embassy and for the British Embassy, and well, it's a complicated story, but I became friends with one of the security managers of the band back in 2001 when I first met the band, and I worked with them as a translator, and then they hired me officially in 2004, and then in 2009, and then again in 2014. I had worked with them 3 times as a translator. I traveled with them in this tour. I traveled with them from Argentina to Chile. You know, as a translator, I translated the press conferences that they had, but I mostly worked as a personal translator for Rod Smallwood. I pretty much would follow him all day long, and you know, with all the technical questions he had, and you know, queries that he had about sound layout and stage work and things that they were doing in both shows in both cities, in Argentina and Chile. And I learned so much about the secrets of the band and technical stuff about staging and light work and everything, you know, and it was just a fantasy. It was just an amazing thing. But like I said, I was lucky enough to work with them, you know, in 3 separate occasions, and it was just a fantastic thing. Well, and so obviously I had this framed beautifully, you know, as best as I could. I also have this backstage pass, which it's from 1984 actually, which I bought much before I even met the band. It's just a thing that I bought at a convention, at a music convention in the United States. I also have this that I wanted to show you. I have this piece of artwork that Derek Riggs had signed for me. I actually met him sometime in 2005, roughly, and yeah, this is a great thing. And then this artwork he signed for me in 2011. I traveled to a convention in Los Angeles, and I met him for the second time there, and he's just a fantastic guy, and of course his artwork is one of the main reasons why everyone loves Iron Maiden, you know. And Powerslave happens to be my favorite band, and so my favorite album. I'm sorry, and so that's why I had this, you know, signed for me. And so I wanted to show you a little bit about the things of the Powerslave album. So you saw the original old 1984 American copy. This is the reissue that the band made recently, you know, with all of the other albums that were reissued. To be honest, I like the original record more, which has a more yellowy tone. This is kind of orangey all over. Another thing that I don't like is that everything is here like kind of flat, you know. And in the original record, in the first and second editions, in the American and British editions, the sky here is like embossed. It has like a texture to it, you know. But these they don't. And the first British edition, the Powerslave and the Iron Maiden logos, they kind of have like a slight golden tone to them. But this is more flat, even kind of yellowy. But still, it's a beautiful, great remake of the original record. It's a great thing, a great piece to have. There's, of course, the picture disc version that they did with the fold-out format, which, like I had shown in my other shows, I never open these things. I just keep them intact as they are, you know. From back in the day, I have this, for example. This is the 2 Minutes to Midnight picture disc, okay, which comes with this extremely iconic image of the band. I actually have the lobby picture of this. I plan to show it in a different video. When I show the Live After Death, I'm going to show specifically this picture that I have, which is very, very special also to me. I love this picture disc. I'm missing, I had, but I lost the Aces High picture disc of this. And the back of it was beautiful because it was like the view of the airplane with the landscape as it was crashing to the ground, sort of thing. And I wish I could get that back, you know. I wish it's one of the things that This is also the American edition of the maxi single of Iron Maiden, you know. It's pretty much the same thing as the other one. The American edition comes with like this yellow center. I think that the European and the British, they come with different artwork in the middle. Okay. I also have, of course, the Aces High maxi single, which is great, beautiful thing, you know, and it has the same kind of artwork. This is also an American edition. This is an interesting kind of spoiler, if you will. I don't know. When this album came out, they had renditions of the Iron Maiden Killers, Number the Beast, Peace of Mind, Powerslave, and then they had a question mark, you know, for the following album. And I have to say something about this. You know, I've been following Maiden since I was 13 years old. It's pretty much my life, and I very much remember Powerslave. I remember when it came out. I actually, that record that I have signed right there, I remember picking it up when he arrived, you know, together with Defenders of the Faith. I bought the two records, you know, Defenders from Judas Priest and Powerslave. I got those two records on the same day. You know, I remember rushing to my house with my brother, and we heard this music, both of these albums for the first time, and it was just fucking screaming and crying, and it's just such a great day, you know. But for as long as I remember, you know, people have been saying things about the band, that they were about to break up. This is it. This is the end of the band. This is the end. No more Maiden. You know, they're not going to continue. You know, and I think that was kind of like an answer off of the band to the people. You know, like, yeah, who knows what's going to happen, kind of thing. You know, like teasing people. It's just to me that's funny. You know, people have always said all kinds of things about the band, and they continue to do that. And I don't know. Anyways, so here's the mini vinyl version of the Powerslave. Beautiful, greatly well done mini vinyl style. And as you can see here, what I was saying before, you know, the letters of both the logo of Powerslave and Iron Maiden, they do have a slightly, you know, golden kind of tone. Still, they don't have that special texture that the original first edition of the vinyl had, you know. And they included here the sleeve with the lyrics, you know. Very beautiful, very extremely well done. Of course, the first great re-edition of the band was, you know, the Newcastle reissue. And here we see a little bit more what I was saying before. Okay, like the original version, both in vinyl and in CD, had a very yellow tone, and again the logo were more golden. And in the reissues, both of the vinyl and of the CD, it doesn't have that golden tone so much, and it's kind of more orangey, you know. I don't know which one is better, but yeah. And again, the Newcastle edition, the Castle Records edition, it has the vinyl, the complete vinyl, the complete album on one side and on one record, and it has the additional record with the all of the recordings of the maxi singles and so on. This is the first reissue that they did in 1999. This is part of the Eddie the Head collection, which is great. And, you know, this is the first time that they did the CD-ROM version of it, which, as I had explained before, is very much the same as the mini vinyl. I also have this weird kind of edition that I bought out of a whim. This is like a pirate Russian edition, which is very bizarre. It's very, very strange. And it's exactly like the Castle Records. It has the whole album on one side, and then it has a collection of all the recordings of the singles. You know, I like the center that they did for it. You know, that they included the Powerslave, Horus of Eye artwork like they had in the vinyl. You know, and here in the middle they have an artwork of the band. It's an interesting, different edition that I don't know how, but the Russians made. I like the lyrics that they have here. It comes with a tiny poster of Phantom of the Opera, which is great. You know, I never again collected very much pirate records, but I have a few things like that that I bought every now and then here and there. Anyways, thank you. Please leave a thumbs up if you like this video, and try to sign up, and we'll continue. I will do a second video about Powerslave.